I bet you've had poke, but have you had poke nachos? Let's make some. I'll teach you how. Aloha mai kako, my name is Relle and welcome to my kitchen where I like to share all my favorite Hawaiian and local recipes. Poke is the quintessential Hawaiian recipe and today we'll be mixing it up a little and making some poke nachos. Yardhouse is a popular place. We don't have one on Maui, but there is one on Oahu and they make these poke nachos. So I thought it would be cool if I make my own rendition of it. So we're gonna start with some wonton wrappers. You can get this in the refrigerated section at your local store. I also have a recipe for fresh made wontons and you can click the link up here or in the description box below if you feel adventurous and wanna make your own. You can also buy wonton chips if you really don't wanna make it. I like making them, so we'll make some. So you'll go ahead and take your wrappers. They're square shaped and they sometimes get stuck together from the store. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut them in half diagonally like this to give us the chip shape. I have a pot set over medium high to high heat with your cooking oil of choice. And it's kind of a small pot. I'm running low on oil and I went to the store this morning and totally forgot myself. I usually blame my husband, but this was my fault. So anyway, the oil's hot. You can check by putting some of it in. You see how it bubbles, but these ones go rather quickly. So we'll just put a couple of them in. Just takes a few minutes on each side. What happened to my chopsticks? Hold on. I'm back. I failed, man. I said I was gonna stop forgetting things, but here I am. Anyway, it only takes a couple of minutes on each side. Once it turns golden like that, flip it and fry it on the other side. I probably put too many. Always trying to fit more than I should. See that golden brown color? Perfect. Then, once the chips are done, you'll drain the excess oil and you'll put it on a paper towel lined cookie sheet, plate, or anything like that, just to drain that excess oil. Now, the trick is you wanna salt these while they're still hot and the oil is still there because it'll help the salt adhere to the chips. So what was that? Like a minute maybe each side? So, looks like this. And you're just gonna wanna salt it. And you're gonna make a few batches of that. I'm gonna try and multitask and fry and cut and cook at the same time. Let's see how my multitasking skills go. We'll just go 3 this time. Okay, while that's going, we're gonna make the sauce for the poke. Now you can use any style poke that you like. Today we'll be making spicy ahi poke. I have a recipe for shoyu ahi poke and Hawaiian style poke. You can check the link in the description below or you can click this one. So first we're gonna use some kewpie mayo. If you don't have kewpie, you can use regular mayo as well. Here in Hawaii, best foods is king. Multitask, so here we go. Flip the chip because we don't wanna burn them. Look, that was a little bit already further than. We might have to make this and go back to making more chips because I feel like I'm bound to burn it because I'm talking and doing other things. Sriracha right now with everything going on in the world, Sriracha is hard to come by, I hear. So you can use any brand you like, but this is the one I like to use for this. Add that in there. You'll need a little bit of shoyu. Shoyu is Japanese style soy sauce found in the Asian aisle at most grocery stores. And a little bit of sesame oil. A little goes a long way, so you don't need very much of that. And you're just gonna mix that. This is the sauce for the spicy ahi. See, I knew it. A little bit more papa'a than I wanted it to be. And half of it is lifting up, which is why it's like that. But you know what? Maybe some people like the papa'a one. So, you know, we're helping everybody out. So take that out, a little bit of salt while it's still hot, and we'll hold off. We'll cut up the ahi. So sushi or sashimi grade ahi, you can find this in Hawaii, plentiful all over the place, super easy. We're just gonna cut it into cubes. So poke is cubed up fish or tuna, yes, but tofu or taco, and then you'll just dice it. So long single strokes. You don't want to saw because sawing makes, see, like if I were to go back like that, sawing kind of breaks up the fish like that. So we don't want that. There's a couple of pieces, it's smoking because there's a couple of pieces of the wonton wrapper in there. Then just dice. So poke it in. If you want to do salmon, you can do that. Then you're gonna go ahead and drizzle the sauce over. And then we're gonna need some green onion. So I like to just use the tops, but you can use the whole thing if you want. And then all you have to do, just slice like this, thin slices. Just gonna run your blade, hold the knife like between two fingers like this. Gives you good control. Watch your fingers, slide them back as you go. We'll go ahead and add the green onions in like this. And then all you need to do is toss to combine. Poke is super easy. You can be creative and do all kinds of things. There's all kinds of stuff nowadays. All kinds of flavors and textures and even different types of fish. Pretty cool. I probably could have put more fish. That was a lot of sauce, but that's okay. I actually have another batch that we made earlier today in the fridge. So let's just add that together. I have enough sauce, so why not? And that one was kind of lacking on the sauce. So, okay, now I'm gonna fish out those burnt pieces. You can kind of just slide them up the side like that. If you have a spider, one of those things, you can scoop them up in there. So we'll do a couple more batches of chips, and then I will also show you another sauce that we make on it. It's super yummy. All right, we got our fish. Our chips fried up, our fish is mixed, and you know what? I made a mistake. I'm human, I make mistakes. The mayo, it was supposed to be half-half. So half of it was gonna be used for the poke and half was gonna be for the unagi aioli. So that's why it was super saucy. Normally it would not be. Still tastes yummy, but that's why it looks like that. So anyway, you would reserve half of it to make the aioli. So in order to make the aioli, you need the kewpie mayo. You'll take some unagi sauce. Unagi is like a sweetened, it's like, they call it an eel sauce. It's kind of like a teriyaki sauce. So that goes in, and then a little bit of garlic. Now, I can't for the life of me find my garlic press, which is a lifesaver. So if you don't have one, what also works well is a grater. And all you have to do is just really watch your fingers and rub the garlic over the grater like this. You can totally dice it up if you want, but see, and then it gets like that. And all you have to do is put that in. Now this is a drizzle that's gonna go over the top of the nachos. It's a little bit of sweet to go with the spicy. And also, I don't have a small enough squeeze bottle, so we'll see how nicely I can drizzle it. So first, to build the nachos, you'll put the wonton chips. Now you can make them like, even if you want it bite-sized and put a little bit on each, but me, I just kind of toss them on. But you can make them like poo-poo style if you wanted to. And then onto that, you're gonna put poke. Totally up to you, like I said, what kind of poke. A little, a lot. It's a great thing about recipes. You can make it however you want. And then you're gonna also wanna, I'm gonna move this off actually, because we wanna top with a little bit more green onion. I still have a little bit from earlier. So same thing, you're just gonna thinly slice. That'll go over the top. Like so. We'll also add some furikake. Furikake is, oh, the humidity in Hawaii has gotten it. Over the top like this. Furikake is roasted seaweed, sesame seeds, and some other flavorings. So that over the top. And lastly, the sweet with the spicy, a little bit of unagi aioli. Now, if I had a squeeze bottle, this would probably work a little bit better, but we'll just dollop it. Because it's a little bit harder to, normally I would just drizzle it over. If you like local recipes like this and you want to check out more, then check out this video here. And until next time, hui ho.
Thank you for watching my mommy's video.